Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock. We're on the free to play, and I am hard at work. So I'm making this video. It's probably going to be a very short one, and the main reason that I'm making this video is to update you guys. Right? I want to make sure you know that I am on track, and I'll do another checklist video tomorrow to analyze kind of how that track is going. But so right now, I have pulled three. Did I go right by them? They're all varying levels right now. So here's two of them, and one of them is already 5-star ascended. I'm currently leveling them. So in fact, this will be the best way to show you that I've pulled three of them. And there we go. If I pull the calendar over real quick, we'll talk about the 4 areas that I have left to do. Spider Tournament, Classic Arena, Champion Training, which I'm doing right now, and Dungeon Divers 3. So we did get enough points in the champion chase. So I almost have the last piece, and then I just need to put them together. You'll see I've got 17 million silver. That may lead you to believe that I didn't do the artifact enhancement, but I did. I actually overdid on it a little bit. I might actually try and get, since I'm already halfway to these soul coins, there's probably only 1 or 2 more. What are we at? We're at 5202 and we need 5600. Yeah, maybe another 6-star piece and a 5-star piece, and then I can get these immortal soul coins. That's not that much silver, and those are pretty valuable to have. So, yeah, we're looking great. Like, we're doing great on the fusion. Honestly, it's pretty easy. This is what I'm talking about, guys. I have 3,246 gems. Now, full disclaimer, I gained, what, like, probably 1,000 gems, maybe, from the missions when I got Arbiter. Oh, I got Arbiter. Little spoiler there. But, because I don't know if it was 150 or 250 gems for the last 4 missions. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know if there's a way to, like, go back and look. Unfortunately, there is not one. But so we did get a bunch of gems, but I also didn't spend a lot of gems on this. Most of the energy, granted, I am currently in the process of spending gems, but most of the energy came from passive stuff, just playing the game. I have a full-time job, and I have a second part-time job being a streamer, and content creator. So if anything, I have less, and I'm running 3 accounts, right? So if you're running 1 account and you got halfway through the fusion and you said, nope, I can't do it, I'm quitting, it's probably your resource management. Start now. Okay, and the reason I'm bringing this up, I had somebody in my Discord, or maybe it was in my clan, or somebody somewhere said, I can't do it, I'm done. It's like, it's totally possible, even for a free-to-play player. You just gotta have a little bit of patience. The biggest thing is shard management. Remember, I did every single thing I could to not spend my voids going into the champion chase, right? I was very particular about that because I knew there's a 2x voids coming up. And when I pulled shards for the summon rush, I was very particular. I pulled as many as I needed to, I think. I don't remember exactly. But I didn't want to put myself in a position where I did not have the resources for the fusion. Am I going to have the resources for the next fusion? No, probably not. Because the next fusion is only a few weeks away. And I'm going to be really, really low on shards. But if the next fusion allows me to bypass summoning events, that could change things. And that does happen from time to time. Armand's is not that case, I suspect, because he's so strong, maybe. They wanted to not make it super easy. But there have been times in the past where you could avoid summoning at least one of the events. You could avoid them. And that made the difference. But also, if you're smart with your gems and you're saving up your gems like I am, I mean, I'm able right now to get at minimum 33 more ancients if I needed to summon more stuff. Like, I'm not saying that's a good use of your gems, but again, if you were, you know, a little low on shards, remember you can turn gems into ancient shards. But my point is that you can do these free to play challenge, or sorry, you can do these fusions as a free to play player. Now, I don't want to put the cart before the horse. I still have 4 more events to go, and champion training right now is a tough one. So that's why this video is going to be short, because I've got a lot of grinding to do to get to here. So far, I'm only at 2791. Now, I want to point out a couple of smart things that I'm doing too. I'm using that energy. If I'm going to level and rank up champions, I'm going to level and rank up the guys, right? So if we look in campaign, that's who I'm currently leveling and ranking up, right? The guys that I'm going to fuse. You'll see he's already ascended. When these guys hit 4 stars, I go into the tavern, I rank them up, and then I ascend them. Now, for these guys, I am using chickens, actual chickens, to level them up. You would probably be better served to use ranked up 3 stars and then put brews into the food that you feed to them, and let me show you what I mean by that. But I'm using chickens just to make sure that those I only have a few hours. I don't want to take any risks there. And I guess it really doesn't matter if these guys didn't end up getting leveled per se, but either way, that's what I save my chickens for. You'll see I save a ton of chickens. Let's see, like a 4-star. This is what I save all these chickens for. Those are for the fusions. Those are for the, you know, any fusion really, where you've got to get 4 guys. You save those chickens and you can quickly boom, boom, boom. You know, you don't have to say, oh, I'm out of energy, or, oh, I have to level up more 3 stars to be food for them. Like, you can just do it. But I want to show you the trick. I always mention this, and I'm always going to talk about it during this time because it is very important to you. Now, full disclaimer, I'm not the most efficient at it, but it still works for me. So there is a better way to do this, and I'm sure if you know of a way, if you have a chart or something, feel free to put it in the comments, because that is important. Because there are better ways to do this. But right now, for example, I have, can I do Cold Heart? I don't know if I can do Cold Heart right now. No. So I need food for Cold Heart. So let's level up. Well, we're going to go all of these, right? So we are going to, I need 4 2-stars to level those guys up, right? So I'm putting a brew. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was 4 brews. And then I rank these guys up with the the level 10s. Now, it doesn't tell me how many points I get because it's the event, not the tournament, which is a little frustrating. But now we have 2 3-stars that we want to rank up. That is 6 3-star food. Okay? So I come back down here and I say, okay, what 3-star food? I got 1. I'm putting 2 brews into this guy. 2. 3. 4. And we're going to use these real quick. 5. And 6. Now, normally I like to level up the Diabolists as food, but in this case, I don't mind using them just for the sake of the video, really. And I use all the level 15s. And there's the 4 stars. Now, if I was ready to level up Cold Heart, so I can't think of any of these epics that I would like be willing to get rid of. There are probably some weak ones in here, but I'm being way more conservative about epics on this account, given that City of Centranos is a thing, and because I'm not going to get nearly as many good legendaries, right? But my general rule of thumb is I put 1 brew in a 2-star, as you saw. I put 2 brews into a 3-star, as you saw. For a 4-star, I put 3. Um, and then for a 5-star, I usually put 4 to 5 in them. The goal for me is to try to get them about halfway to their experience. So if it's a 5-star, for example, you kind of want to get in that 20 to 25 range. I guess I could just tell you. So if I was to put 5 brews into Rector Draft, for example, it would get me to 22. That's what I was going to say. Okay. So that's usually what I do there. And then for a 4-star, that's a bad example because he's leveled. For a 4-star, I usually do 3. It's 18, so not quite 20, not quite halfway, but you could do 4. And because you get diminishing returns as you go higher. You'll see, like, at a certain point, I'm going to stop gaining levels altogether. And now we're talking way too many brews. So, you don't want to be spending that many brews. You don't want to feed a fully leveled champion, but that's kind of what I'm talking about. Now, this trick is not my own. I've seen it on many content creators' videos. This is one of the best ways to complete the champion training events. And you'll see right there, I don't remember how many points I was at when I started talking, but that got me a whole nother rank just doing that to a couple of champions. So, that's a great thing to do. Now, right now, as I'm leveling the guys, eventually this guy's going to hit 50. You could use brews to level them up too, which is probably more efficient in a sense. Because I am getting a lot less points per energy doing it this way, but I've got such deep pockets right now. I mean, 3,000 gems in with 4 events to go. I'm very happy. And Dungeon Divers, I've got plenty of time on. Spider, I've got plenty of time on. I'm recording this on Sunday. I'm looking at the calendar and having this conversation with you guys. I should bring the calendar over. So it's Sunday right now. I got plenty of time on Spider. Arena, I'll be done tonight. And then, so champion training, I have to be done tonight. And then Dungeon Divers and Spider will be running simultaneously. Those got ran most of the day while I was gone. And that'll be run overnight tonight. And I should be able to knock a big chunk of that out. And I'm getting Dungeon Divers progress right now doing the champion training event, which is kind of why I waited to do the champion training event, even though I've been able to do it since Friday. I'm overlapping right now, which is going to be a little taxing tonight. And again, that's why the video is going to be so short. You'll also notice that over here on this account, I'm going back and forth between accounts. You may not be able to tell as much as I can, clicking back and forth between them. But this has basically been my night. I've got a video over here, mostly raid content, right? And then I just got through most of my content that I was interested in, most of the videos I wanted to watch from other content creators. And now I'm just, I'm probably going to put on a show or a movie and just keep clicking back and forth between them until I have everything leveled and ranked up and I get all the champion training points I need. As far as artifact enhancement, I started artifact enhancement with 30 million. I ended with 15 million. The rest of these millions that I've gained have been just from selling, doing 12-3 brutal. That right in of itself should explain to you how important 12-3 brutal is, and it's probably, if your question is like, I never have enough silver, are you farming on 12-3 brutal or not? I mean, that's really the question that you need to be asking yourself when you say, I don't have enough silver. I don't think I did a purge yet. Yeah, I did a mini purge on stream. You'll see I skipped over certain areas and they have a lot in them, but I do need to do a big purge on the account, so when I'm not in the middle of a fusion on 2 accounts, I think I can record that video or do it live for you guys. I did not record. I did not stream last night, and I've been getting myself in a little bit of hot water with the family lately. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's not a complaint of any kind. It's very uh staying up until 3 a.m. to complete certain events, and the whole reason that I had to do that was because I was so distracted by other things like um, my Hydra progression and things like that. So I'm and here we go. I'll show you guys exactly what I do. So this is on the free to play still. So I'm going to upgrade his rank. Again, I use chickens. You could totally use this food. In fact, I'll show that to you. I'll show that to you. I'm going to use one chicken and 3 of these guys, right? So we're going to go with this. And again, it's a 4-star, so I'm going to put 3. That's what I like to do. I I don't like to spend too many of my brews because then I end up, especially with Raid, they love to throw back to back to back events, champion training and champion training tournaments and champion training events. So it can really put you behind. On my main account, I have fewer brews on my main account than I have on this account, which I find to be very funny. So we've got 18, 18, 18, and then we'll do one chicken. Obviously, I can't put brews into a chicken. And he's up to 5 stars. Now I will ascend him. Oh, I need to pick, I don't know what I was scrolling for, but it was not the right thing. Where the hell? There he is. All right. Now, I had more than enough brews on here, and I should have made a video or mentioned it. I think I did briefly mention it in a video, actually, that, hey, make sure you're getting your potions, because if you're not going to have the potions to do this. You'll see I still have a very big stockpile on Voids, a very big stockpile on Arcane, so I'm not worried about not getting enough potions for my guys. So that's 2. Now they're not fully done. They need to get leveled, but Brews can do that, finish that off. But right now what I'm going to do is go back into go back into 12-3 Brutal and get back to farming and get these guys up to 50, because you do need to have them at 50, not just 5-star ascended. They do need to be level 50 in order to fuse them. So once I have them back up to 50, then they'll rotate out. So if we look on my main account, you'll notice I'm not leveling any of them. So if we just go and we look, this will be the easiest way to show you. They're already 50. So I did the same thing on this account. It goes faster on this account because I do spend on the Forge Pass. And you'll see, again, we're getting progress on Dungeon Divers. Again, this is the main account, but you did see that we are getting progress here. It's a little slow to load. I'm running 3 accounts, and recording. And then down here in the Champion Training event, we're about at the same pace. So a big reason that I'm going a little faster on the main on the free to play rather, is also because we leveled before we put these guys in. I leveled my Cold Heart and my Arbiter. So Arbiter is already up to 50. I have her gear. In fact, when I did the artifact enhancement, the gear that I did was all gear that Arbiter is going to wear. She already has all of her gear up to 16. It's just not on her yet, and I've talked about this before, because when I put her in areas that I want her to gain experience, she's actually already too fast. She actually gets a turn on the 3rd wave of 12-3 Brutal, which slows your runs down. So, and that's even without any gear. She's just that awesome. And well, she doesn't die like my food does. I'll put it that way. Like the food that I bring, they die. Arbiter doesn't get killed by them, so she ends up using her A3, which I think is kind of funny. But yeah, Arbiter is going to be ready to go here very quickly. As far as upgrading her rank, I've already got all the food for her. Like I'm ready to go. Let's do it, right? And I'm let's do it on camera. Let's do it. So and I'm mostly doing this so I can show you guys that I, am honest with you about the brews. I'm going to put 5 into them. I would love to do it with all actual food and not use the chickens, but this is more so to kind of show you guys what I'm talking about and the points that you get from it. Just being very careful here when I have stuff in there that I really don't want to get rid of on accident, right? All right, so then we come in here to Arbiter. We feed these guys. I'll feed the 2 chickens to her. I would love for it to be more 5 stars that are with brews in them, right? But for the sake of the video, because I don't want to sit here and grind all those up for an hour, I'll show you guys. And there we go. Now, I'm not going to send her yet. I want to make sure I don't waste any potions that I would use for my Kafrits or whatever they are. But Arbiter is already 6-star. What I'll probably end up doing is after this champion training event is over, I'm going to chuck her into... I'm going to wait a couple of days, and I'm going to level her up in Minotaur. I'm being a little more conservative with my gems now, given that we're at the point where I'm going after fusions and such. So, yeah, I'm going to be a little bit more conservative. I'm going to throw her into Minotaur and get her leveled up that way while also getting her masteries done. But yeah, her gear, she's going to be really, really quick. So basically I put, well, it's a video for another time. Let's not, this video was supposed to be short. I got to get back to grinding. I'm going to end it here. So I hope that helps you guys with your champion training events. I know this is going to probably come out a little later and it's probably already over for you, but maybe it'll help you out next time. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for the support. Subscribers are going crazy. I'm getting a bunch every day. I get emails. It's so great. I'm so happy. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.